people, I just want to say, you know, can we all get along? Can we get along? Um, can we stop making it horrible for the for the older people and the kids?
Okay, so this is something that I honestly been pondering on actually for a few years now. I remember what the Bible said about women and the evil spirit, the Jezebel spirit, and the paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking a kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil, and only a woman who's honest about our natural nature of being deceptive can change it. Like, for example, I know that naturally there's a selfish, gimme, 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 I want that type of way about me. So if you can't be honest and say that that's in there, then you can't deal with it and address it. And so the women who say they're the dopest, they're the this, they're the that are usually the worst, because you have to acknowledge the beast in you in order to tame it. And so I really just think most women are natural evil, and not even just how they deal with men and kids makes them evil, but how they deal with each other. Women are so jealous.
It's jealousy. Everybody's just deciding to be fucking jealous.
Deceptive, conniving. Like, you can just feel the evil when you are in the presence of certain women. You can walk in a room and you just feel the daggers. You just feel that demonic spirit. Women are evil. I don't care what nobody say. Women are untrustworthy, deceitful, demonic beings. I said what I said.
Damn, she went in. I agree with some of her talking points. If you look at it from the Bible point of view, the woman was the one who sinned first, and she had no accountability. If you wonder why women are like that, well, there you go. I agree with her about the paternity fraud too. Whether you know it or not, men, these issues we keep rotating in the manosphere are really political.
Well, it's your turn now.
Politicians should be hearing our concerns and reforming laws if they want our vote. I give this lady credit though, because at least she's acknowledging the pitfalls of women, as we should also do as men.
Listen, don't you let your single friends make you mess around and be single because you listening to them and getting advice from people that will help you lose everything that you got because they don't have it.
Hell yeah.
They don't have a woman. They don't have a man. And so every time you turn around, all their advice that they're going to give you is going to be biased. It's going to tell you, you know what? Nah, you shouldn't be listening to her. She's trying to control you. She's trying to tell you what to do. Nah, sis, you need to hang out with the girls tonight. Blow some money. Have some fun. Live your best life, queen. You ain't married to him. You can do what you want to do. Let me tell you something.
Breathe. Slow down.
You conduct yourself, and your singleness is a direct reflection of how you're going to act when you are going to get in marriage. Marriage is not going to change anything that you have already been doing if you already haven't locked in on it before you get married. Don't let your single friends, men or women, make you mess around and miss out on a good thing because you're too busy being stuck in your ways and listening to people that will help you lose everything you got because they don't have it to lose. They don't have a wife. They don't have a man. They don't have your career. They don't have those options. Don't miss out.
Yes, Lord.
I agree. One way to destroy a relationship is by letting friends give you advice about your significant other. There are only two people in a relationship, and this should also include family to a certain extent. Misery loves company, and some people jealousy will try to pull you back down to their level. One thing the RP taught me is how women will tell your business to a work husband too, which is a big red flag if you ever find out that's going on. Nevertheless, at least it's women out here who recognize exclusivity. I mean, hopefully that means social media limitations too.
Can't we all just get along?
You know, it breaks my heart when I see some of these videos on how to keep a man and how a lot of women say, oh, I'm independent. I don't need a man. A man can't do shit for me if he ain't got no money, blah, 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 blah. I'm almost 33 years old this month, and I've had my fair share of relationships where I was toxic. Right? I backtalked. I wasn't submissive. I was hostile. I was stubborn. Oh, we get into an argument. Even if I'm wrong, I'm not talking to you 3-4 days. I don't need you. Guys, stop that. Stop it. We need men in society. Us as women need men, and men need women.
Yeah, big change.
A man is the head of the household. A woman is the neck that holds that head up, right? And in relationships, we all have our roles. I have a good man. I have a great man. I have an amazing man. And I thank God throughout all the bullshit I've caused in my younger years that I have a man who pours into me. The problem is we don't want to be submissive, and we want to be in our masculine energy. And I know a lot of people are going to say a whole bunch of stuff, but it's the truth. The problem is we want a man to lead us, to take care of us, to provide for us and protect us, but we don't want to give him that power to lead us. He says he don't like something. We want to be combative, right? And he says, do this, do that. We don't want to do it. We don't want to cook. We don't want to clean. We don't want to keep ourselves together. We want all the benefits of a relationship, right? That's like getting a job and you wanting all the benefits, but you don't want to do the requirements in which is required of you in order to get those benefits. A relationship is made for each other, right? For us to elevate each other. And as women, if we're not wanting to cook when he says he's hungry, or if he's coming home to a dirty household, or we're not keeping ourselves together, we're not looking sexy at night, we're not putting ourselves together in the morning, we're not speaking life into him, we're not supporting him, we're not being his number one fan, and we're only focused on what he has materialistically, this is where we're losing at as women. We want men to cater to us and to provide for us, but we don't want to cater to them and to provide what it is that they need. Men need love, they need respect, they need sex, they need appreciation. Men go through a lot, and we're so selfish as women because the only thing we focus on is our needs. But what about that man who's having a bad day and he wants to come home, and instead of saying, baby, I love you, what can I do to make your day better? We want to be like, why you got an attitude? Who the fuck you on the phone with? Who you talking to? We want to be controlling of our men, but when our men try to take control of us, it's a whole different story. And I'm going to say this, especially to the younger girls, that's not cute. Because as you get older and as life gets more serious for you, and you can maintain and keep that attitude of entitlement, you're going to be in for a very rude awakening, because at the end of the day, you are going to get older and you are going to age, and life is going to get serious. And whenever you're left to fend for yourself, and to protect yourself and to feed yourself, then we start thinking and want to wake up, but sometimes it's too late. The time is now. Wake up and not be so entitled, guys. Peace and love.
Can't we all just get along?
Good to hear women talk this way. I mean, it took her close to being in a danger zone to finally get it, but at least she get it. At least she's telling other women what they need to hear, even though most won't listen. I love hearing accountability and figuring out how to bounce back from there. I hear a lot of women talk about this healing phase they go through. This is the time they use to reflect on past relationships and how they can better themselves from self-analysis. I don't think women really know that's what the red pill is for men. The red pill in Manosphere is our healing and reflection, and men taking accountability for our shortcomings. I mean, ultimately, black men want family, loyalty, and legacy. It's good to see some women down with this too.
Giving my man a headache is not my cup of tea. He already got the weight of the world on his shoulders. He don't need to be bothered by me. He just needs love and generosity. I don't need to emasculate him and make him feel less than. My job is to build him up and show him that he's the best man. A home-cooked meal, nice little foot rub. He know what's up. Show him quality love, real love. Anything that he gives me, I'll multiply. I'll make him feel like the best man alive. That's all he wants anyway, for me to be his peace. And for him to come home and feel at ease. And relax with the woman of his dreams. That would be me.
All right, so this is a question for the black women. Why is it that when a black woman decides to speak about what we do that may be a problem in black relationships, what we do that's making us look bad, why do the majority of women view that as degrading? View that as pick-me energy? And let me say this. If y'all think that black men already don't respect us, you're making it worse. Because if they see that you can't even look to another woman and take her advice, if you as a woman can't take accountability for your own actions, that's gonna keep making them respect you less. Because you're a woman and you can't take accountability from someone else who is a woman. And it's sad because men can do this. Guys can give advice and say some real shit to their homeboys without them really getting offended. But with us, we get offended 24/7 because now that's disrespectful. You're trying to degrade us. What are you talking about? And the sad part is most of y'all are adults.
So I know as a woman, we don't want to mess with men or waste our time on men that cannot do anything beneficial for us. And I get it. Trust me. We have bills, we have businesses, we have children, and we've wasted enough time on no good men. Trust me, I get it. So it is like, leave me alone if you cannot contribute anything to my life to benefit me. And as a woman, we also have needs. We want to be wined and dined. We want to be taken care of. We want to be secured and safe. We want to be spoiled. We want princess treatment. We want all of the above. I get it. But ladies, did it ever occur to you that that is how men feel, vice versa? Men has bills. Men has children. Men has businesses, houses, cars. Some men have other baby mothers. Men are the providers. So they honestly might be in deep stress just like us women. Maybe even more. The real men anyway. So why would they want a woman that's just going to take like everybody else, that's just going to ask like everybody else, and that's not going to contribute anything to their life? So I feel as grown adults, we all should prioritize taking care of ourselves and not leaning on anyone to take care of us. That way, when it is time for us to give ourselves away, we can be beneficial and valuable to other people's lives.
I don't think a lot of women realize the power that we have. The power that we have to inspire the men around us. I say this because I see a lot of unruly, mean women that speak so horrible to their husbands and don't realize that it is hurting not only him, but it's hurting your whole family. We have the power to inspire our men to be great. How do we do that? With our mouths. We're either quiet at the right times, or we know when to speak and want to breathe life and speak life into our husbands. We tell him that we trust him and we encourage him the best way we know how. But in that same breath, you have to recognize there is a time and a place to give your opinions. And that's when he asks. You don't have to always give your opinion or your suggestion to him. Even if you think your way is best, let him figure it out. Because what it says when you're quiet, it says that I trust you with my life.
Ladies, I hate to break it to you, but cooking and cleaning will not get or keep a man. It will not. What keeps a man is being vulnerable, soft, feminine, inviting, not defensive, no attitude, no bitchiness, no drama.
People, I just want to say, you know, can we all get along? Can we get along? Can we stop making it horrible for the older people and the kids?